I'm lost to what I loved and what I lost. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Don't wanna run away with you. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Let's run away together. Let's run away. Swear we'd never say goodbye. Fall asleep to lullabies with something that I thought I'd never find. And what is right and what is wrong, and all I ever saw was love. But let's get lost in love tonight. Hear a second voice inside my head. It's telling me to stay the night again and hold on to the words we always said would be forever, forever. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Let's run away together. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten. Forever, forever. Let's run away together.
One of these days, I'll notice in advance that the microphone's still turned off. But Right, welcome in everybody. Tonight, we haven't done it for a while. We haven't done a board game. I'm just doing a quick test here. Yes, this camera's working. Is this camera working? This camera's working. Oh, it's actually really far away from where I'm sitting here. I might have to... I can't really do anything about that now. I have to maybe just move the mic a bit. But welcome everybody. Tonight, we are revisiting a game that we played in mid-January, Maquis. It was a... actually, this is Maquis 2nd edition that I backed on Kickstarter a while back. And we did a playthrough in January. Now there are lots of different missions though that we went through in the last time. You know that there's all these different cards because we only did 4 mission cards out of what we have here. I think there's also the Kickstarter exclusive ones as well there. Oh, I hear the call of the squeaky bottle game. But so tonight though, it's a little bit different because this is a game that we're revisiting. I'm not going to do like the 20-minute tutorial and setup and what have you. We're going to get more or less kind of straight in. So I'm going to go through... I'm going to sort of briefly set up the board and I'll kind of ramble as I go so that you get the gist of it. But if you guys want to see the full tutorial and the full setup and explanation and what have you, check out the playlist on YouTube. Or if you're watching this back on YouTube, there is a link in the description to the Tabletop Games playlist and you can find it next to this one in there. Okay, let's shift the box out of the way, and we will flip the map up. I really like this art. That's why I decided I want to start it with this artwork on the front. So this is like the artistic version of the town that we are working in, which I can't remember if in the book it has a name, but I've decided to call it Nuvion. See if anyone in the audience gets that reference. Once again, welcome in everybody. And good news there for Calzone. He may not have his smell or taste back, but he has tested clear of the COVID plague. And welcome in there as well, JD. And no bother there at all, JD. So hope you enjoy it in the Madman's channel as well. The Madman that is CGD. Okay. I have lined up 6 mission cards, and we'll just see how far we get. We may lose. I mean, we're looking last time. We actually managed to just barely, I think, get through some of the missions. But we are going to start off though with for like a recap. We are going to start off with the 2 tutorial missions, and those missions are. If I bring them up on here. We have the officer's mansion, so we have to, let's see, the local commander has commandeered the fancy house to the north of town. We need to make sure that he will never have us coward. Place a worker on Thingamajig, British Levesque, and Point de Nord to write anti-fascist graffiti. Oh, I should say as well, actually I'll go for this and then I'll go for the house rules that we're playing with tonight. And then we have to end with the worker coming up to the house to place the graffiti, so that's over the course of 4 days. Let's just pull that out there. And the second tutorial mission is the Milice parade day. And this one basically, on the particular parade day, you can see the day track down the side there. So it's basically any of the orange days. We have to take a gun to this point here on the map. You can just see it. Actually, just shift that to the side a little bit. We need to take a one to there. We also have to bear in mind that this road will be closed during during that. What's that? Yeah, we've got me watch on. Actually, needs a clean. And that is a picture of one of my babies. At some point I'm gonna have to upgrade this because this is the series 2 one. I don't know how many years have I? Oops, what's that? Apparently somebody has liked the go live on on Twitch, on Twitter even. I don't know if that was a retweet or not. You've got 2 notifications from the same person. Okay, we'll very, very quickly do like a very, very basic setup. So actually, I need, because I was playing it earlier on just to refresh myself. I said, if you want the in-depth tutorial, check out the previous video. We're not going to go into like super detail. The same as that if you want to see the card art and where we discussed every single mission card and every other piece and component in detail, check out that video as well, because we did multiples of those ones there. But okay, so we're going to start off. We're going to place our 3 workers, because it's a worker placement game, in the safe house. We're going to set the day track to 1, the police track. Sorry, the Milice even, the dirty collaborators. We set their track to 3 for the morale score as well. If we get arrested, we lose morale. That's part of one of the difficulty settings that we're going to be playing with today. We're also going to be playing with my difficulty setting, which makes it a little bit more complicated. In that, let's say, because we're going to be sending workers out to gather different things and then bring them back to use. However, the way that it works in the rules, if you have, let's say I've set this worker up here to get some food, it means that whilst he's there getting food, the person over here could use that food that he's just procured to recruit another member. But to me, that's not realistic. I think that the worker that goes to get the food should have to bring it back at the end of his turn, and then it goes into our inventory. Then this person can go out the next day and use that food. I think that just makes it a little bit more realistic. And evening, Chrissy, and welcome in. We're just about to do the tutorial mission on Maquis. If you remember from January, we streamed this one. We almost didn't have this stream at all today as well, because I could not get this camera to work properly. The zoom in camera. After 2 hours of work, I discovered that it was a bus problem, in that I plugged it into a different USB socket than what I normally use. So that USB socket normally goes into that camera normally goes into that socket, and I plugged it into that socket, and Windows doesn't like that. Saved myself 2 hours work. Okay, let's get started. So we know our missions. Let's do the setup for that mission as well. So what it tells you in the setup for the Officer's Mansion one is that we have to visit there's 3 different places that we need to visit, and then each time we have to place a marker down that we visited them, basically on a turn, to do the graffiti. For me, for my visual assistance, I like to place the markers on, and then as we visit them, we take them off. It just makes it more visually easier. Plus as well, that the card has such small text and is so far away from me that I would probably visit a place and forget. So this way makes it a little bit more easier for us to see. So okay, let's get started. So we know we need a gun, and the only way to get a gun is either we have to take some money to the fence to procure one. There's no houses that we can set up in one of these spare rooms that could give us a gun. Or we can go and radio the English to send us a gun. Evening, Tiramisu, welcome in. Where did I put the instruction manual? So, there is... we'll see how we get on, because we could technically do it in easy mode, where we get 2 money and 4 food. For the introductory missions, it's not going to be a problem, but I think when we get to the more complicated missions, we might play it like that, because some of these cards I haven't even tried before. That we've got today, so it's a new one for me. Okay, as I said, we're going to be playing with my house rule, in that we have to return items to our inventory before we can use them, and also if we lose a member, we are going to advance the morale, so they're going to lose morale as we go, just to make it even more difficult for us. I think, considering we're playing it with make it even more difficult, more rules, I think we should allow ourselves to get 4 food and 2 money. Okay then, let's get started. So what sort of trouble have all you guys been causing today? Because we all know what Calzone's been up to today. He's been partying with his cake after getting his COVID-free test. That's awesome, mate. Hope you're recovering nicely though. You'll be able to get to play with the kittens in no time. Okay, let's get started. So we want a gun. So I'm going to send worker 1 is going to go up to radio A, and when they're there, they'll radio for a gun. Now, each time we do this, actually, I should probably shuffle these again. There's only 10 of these cards, and I have no idea. Oops. You get some people that like track the cards that they, because you're allowed to go through the discard pile. I prefer the mystery. Okay, let's pop those there. Right then, so every time we make a move, the Milice make a move. And if we kill one of the Milice, they get replaced by soldiers as well, which shaft us even more. But okay, so the first Milice officer is going to the grocer. When we return with items, we have to make sure that there is a clear path back. So this fella here won't be able to come back this way, but he still can go this way. So what we might have to do is, because actually, we'll use our second worker to go and do this part of the quest here. Oh, we're getting some Transformers of tiramisu. Okay, the next Milice officer is getting placed at the fence, which is the top there. But I'll hang fire for 2 seconds. Whilst we watch tiramisu with the sniper rifle. There we go. What was the other clip? It seems to default to that clip an awful lot now, because we haven't seen the Minecraft one for absolutely ages. But okay, each one of these patrol cards as well, I probably should just quickly add, the way it sort of cycles down is you have the 3 places on it, and that's where you're going to try to place the Milice. So if it had come up on the first one saying it was this one here, I would try to place them, but I couldn't. If I went to, then you would go to the second one and try there, because if they're all occupied, if all the spaces are occupied, it then changes to a rest mode, and then it'll go to the first one of these, which has one of our players. We'll probably encounter that as we go. As I said, if you want the proper tutorial, check out the previous video. We just want to jump in and play tonight. What's that there, JD as well there? I haven't done much being there. We've had really nice weather today, you know. If I had had the energy earlier on, I would have set the camera up in the garden and we could have watched the girls. But just in the middle of the day, I did not have any energy left. So some crazy guy kept me up all night. I don't know who it could have been. What's that there? JD, Junior. This is my JD Junior anyway. Has been Daddy's boy all day, so not a lot of work has been done. Went to play in the park and the shops this evening. So you've been playing out. No trips to the bakery, Chrissy. What's that tiramisu about? Have I missed something? What's that? How was the garden? But technically, we're kind of done with it as well. But the only thing I'm having issues with is one of the lights in the enclosure is gone a bit funny. But if I get time tomorrow, I might strip it. Was it you said some crazy man? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I understand what you mean now. Yeah, some crazy Irish guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Okay, let's place our third worker. I think we should maybe just go all out and take the gamble. And I'm gonna go up here, and we're gonna try and do the graffiti on clear that like that one there as well. I did at lunch actually. Yeah, you've been flirting with the girls in the bakery again. Had to go to town for my grandpa, so decided to say hello at the bakery. Yeah. We know what Chrissy's up to. Anything for his pastry. Okay. So this one here, Port Levesque, we can't put a worker on there. We can't place a Milice on there, but you can go on the doctor. So we've probably gotten away with it for that move. Okay, now that we've got all the workers out there, we're now going to do the action. So he wants the radio for a gun. I'm just going to stick. Oops, I get hold of it. Gun will be airdropped into that field for next time. And these two here are going to carry out their graffiti missions. So that concludes those two, which means we only have one more graffiti task to do, which if we're lucky we can get away with it on the next turn. So this introductory mission is going really, really quickly. Okay, now then, everybody now has to trace their route back so he can come home. He can come home. He can't go that way, but he can cross over the bridge and go back that way, and that is him back at home. And then we will advance the day track. And the Milice, the filthy collaborators, go back to whichever hole it is that they climbed out of. Okay, so we have a new day. We're on day 2. We can't shoot up the parade until the 3rd day. So on this one, we're going to start off really quickly, really easy. This worker here is going to go and get the gun from the airdrop in the field. Then the Milice are going to the grocer. Let's go for it. Let's... Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and cover my tracks to try and preserve our workers. I'm going to send him to basically hold the bridge for us. And the next Milice is going to Radio A. And then I'm going to send him up here to do the graffiti mission. And the last officer is going to... Well, he's not going to Radio A. He can't go to this place. He can't go to the grocer. Oh, that's not good. We're going to lose a worker. So that then goes into arrest mode. So Radio A, there's already a Milice there, so we can't do that. But this place up here, this guy is arrested and executed without being able to complete his mission. Okay, so now we reset. I'll advance the day track by 1. We'll also advance the morale track by 1 and bring everybody home, and he brings a gun now, which is going to sit in our inventory, which I realise is just slightly off screen, but you can kind of just see it. And the Milice go back to their filthy collaborator hole. Okay, this leaves us with 2 workers, and we should probably try and recruit a new one. We probably should have done that in the first move, in all fairness. Okay, so I'm going to send him up to the grocer's, where he will get some food to bring home. Let's see, this one here, police officer is blocking that bridge. Not good. Could have done that, I suppose. But never mind. Right, what's going to be our best bet then for just to use up this worker? Do we try again? Do we risk it? I'm going to try again to do the graffiti task. He may be killed. Right, next police officer goes to Radio B. Lock that one there. And because we have no other players, we just go straight in for dealing this one. And he goes to the fence. Which means our worker is going to get killed. You know these tutorial missions that we suddenly thought we were speeding through? We may not have success. Okay, well, they're going to perform their actions anyway. He's there. He can still perform his action of doing the graffiti, even if it is his last act before he's executed. Yeah, this hasn't gone well. It hasn't gone plan at all. Okay, so let's bring the worker home. We just have this one worker, and he has the one food. So we've got the one food, the one gun. This guy tries to get back and is actually no, he definitely can't, because he's blocked off that way and he can't go that way. So yeah, he's executed. The resistance aren't doing very well, and that also means bad news for us, because we're now advanced the morale track. And if you can see, actually, I'll bring it over to the other camera. So the red number corresponds to the number of Milice that are on the map. It always has to be the number of resistance fighters, the white tokens you have, or the number that's on there, whichever's greater. And we just moved it on to 4, which means now there is 4 enemies on the map. So we'll bring him out of the pool there. And now we'll advance the day track, and it's also parade day. Ooh. No, we're gonna have to push this to day 6. We have to wait for the next parade, because we can't risk the worker. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna send him to the calf. which recruits another bloke, and we give him food. What we got there? Is that one of the big fellas? Oh, for a second there, I thought that was Dying Light. It's not. It's Dead Island. We did quite well last night getting through all those side quests. So next Monday we will jump in straight with the what did you call them? The story quest. Because I got a feeling that the story quest that we're on is going to be full of humans to fight. So that's another reason why I sort of like left it at that point. Because I don't know what we're going to do for ammunition or for health. We might have to actually buy a med kit or two. I don't know if you can craft them. I have to investigate. Okay, so technically as well, we then also have to do the Milice, but to be honest, there is no point, because I would just be placing them on the board, and no matter where they go, they can't affect us because we are in this space here. They can't come to this side of in these spaces here. There's no card that would put them in the cafe of those. So we're just going to take that as done and advance it to day 4. So these guys go back together. As we've used the food. We'll give these a shuffle, perhaps facing the other way. So next week as well, there may be a double board game feature next week. It all depends on whether or not I can learn one of these games in time for next weekend. But we may do another board game on Wednesday next week as well. Because especially with the way that I've got the setup now, with the new LED lights, it's a doddle to bring these out and set them up. It just takes a couple of minutes, as opposed to the giant lights from that I used to normally use for like big studio lights for work, and those things. It was like a full day's operation. These ones just fold out and spring up. Okay, though, we have. There's 4 of them, right? We have no money. What's going to be right? We need to finish this one here. I wonder if we should save the mansion mission at last. Because we've done the graffiti, now we need to finish it off up here by going up that way. The parade one, can't do that until the 6th. We try and get some more. We don't really need any more resources, we just need to survive. Tell you what, we're going to send him up to the grocers, because we might as well get him to bring back. If I get hold of the things, get him to bring back some more food, and we'll recruit the last worker in case it all goes tits up in the next day. Alright then. Radio A. Should I risk him? Should I play it safe? I'm going to play it safe. I'm just going to get him to go into the field. So the next one goes to the fence. Next one goes to here. And the next one goes to Radio B. So they all survived. So he goes back to base with the food. He comes back to base with nothing. And these guys go back up here. We get an advance the day track. Yeah, go stand in that field. In all fairness, it does sound like a plot in Hello Hello anyway. Which is why I named this town Nubion. And the cafe, surely that must be Cafe Rennie. Oh, side note, is the music too loud? I couldn't remember where I had the wiggly lines last time. They kind of look like in the right place, but the wiggly line scales have gone a bit funny since the last update. So I never know quite where anything is. We had to have the Parisian calf music playing for this one. Okay then. Next one. We only need to survive one more day. And in case this all goes screwy, Right, I'm going to send him there with the food to recruit. And he's going to go to Poilebec. And where should we send this guy? Should we send him? You go stand in that field. That'd be something new for the bingo card. Alright, then first Milice is going to the fence. Next one is going to Radio B. And the next one is going to the grocer. So we've got away. It's fine, maybe a smidge loud, but okay. Yep, hashtag blame Chrissy. I was going to update that, wasn't I? To discuss Chrissy's the fact that those poor dinosaurs, Chrissy. How could you? Replace field with shed, and that's what royalty tells me daily. All right, then we will refer to the east field as the shed from now on. Okay, so let's return back. So he's going to use the food, and he's going to gather up that there. This worker comes out of his day shift in the field, and the Milice go back to hell. Okay, it is parade day, and I think we can finish this mission on this day. So, first off, we're going to complete that mission. Well, we're going to try it anyway, as long as he doesn't get arrested beforehand. He's going to take that gun to shoot up the place. First Milice goes to the grocer. Right, second guy, he's going to go up here to complete that mission, and that's that mission done. Second Milice goes to Radio A. Third fella. Shall I use the third fella to maybe try and secure an escape? But this fella. Not that it matters, if they all die in a blaze of glory, it's all for France. Oh, welcome in there, mate. What sort of trouble have you been up to? Just going to shuffle this deck here again there. Keep forgetting to try and remember to shuffle them on screen. Not that it would make much. There's only 10 cards. Not that it would make much difference if I had them stacked in any particular order. Okay, next Milice officer goes to Radio B. Next Milice goes to Radio A. Can't go there. Can't go. Oh shit. Okay, there's been a problem. He gets arrested and executed before he can do the mission. That's not good. Was that almost 20? But I've been. But I have bedtime, so good night. Good night there, mate. you get some rest as well and recover from the plague there, mate. But behave yourself, and we'll catch you later on. Down there. There's something on the green screen thing. Yeah. Alright, so that didn't really go according to plan, but we do still have these two fellas left. And now, though, we need to now get another gun. Right, this hasn't got a gun. This tutorial mission was supposed to be done in 5 minutes. Hashtag blame Chrissy. Okay, so right. Okay, so we need to get another gun. We have no money, so we're gonna have to risk sending a fella up to Radio B, and he blocks the bridge. Second fella. You can only do one per turn, can't you? This fella goes to the shed. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that at all. So he's blocking that way there. I need to try and secure a route back for the other fella. I'm going to put him on the grocer. It'll give him some food that we don't need. He's radioed in for the gun. So we'll pop that in this here, waiting for the next day. So as long as next Milice goes to the fence. Next Milice goes to radio B. He can't go there, but he can go to here, so that's sorted. This guy goes to radio A. Right, this is good. He comes back, he brings the food, he comes back. We advance the day track. Yeah, we were supposed to finish this by day 3. Okay. So this guy has to go to the shed because he's going to retrieve that gun. This guy can go to the other shed. Actually, so I never reset the Milice. But in all honesty, there's no point. There's no point in doing a draw. So we're just going to reshuffle. Because there is nothing that the Milice can do to prevent us from just being in these bottom 4 squares where we're safe. So we're just going to reshuffle the deck. As if we would have had to reshuffle that if there's only like 2 cards left. Oh, we never advanced the loss of morale for the other 2 players, did we? Actually, what would we? I think we're actually on the dead, almost on the dead morale track because we didn't advance it after the parade day. Oh well, we forgot. We'll just put it on the final bit anyway. Okay, so these guys come back. We have the gun. All he has to do is not draw that one there. Evening roll team, welcome in. Are you hard at work tonight? We're having a tabletop board game night tonight, and we are playing Maquis tonight. We did this one back in January, but there's that many mission cards, and decided to revisit it today. So we're going to do a few different missions over the course of the evening. So far, just as an introduction to get back into it, we're playing the tutorial one again, and we're losing badly. But I'm going to take our worker. He has the gun, and we're going to try and complete the second mission. If we fail this, that's it. The mission's knackered. We're screwed. Unless, oh man, we could have used the gun to shoot a Milice officer, and then we could have called for another gun, and we probably could have preserved the worker. Not going to do about that now. Okay, first placement, the grocer. This fella, you go stand in the field. There's no point in you doing anything else. Radio A. Second Milice goes to Radio A. Third Milice goes to Radio B. Oh yes, we've done it. We have had success. So he shoots up the parade, and that concludes that because he gets shot in the process of it as well. So against all the odds, we've completed the tutorial. Okay, let's pop some of these bits and bobs back, and we're going to reset, and we're going to do a different mission. So I'm going to put one of those Milice officers back in the thing because we only start off with 3, and I put that food back in the pile which has gotten completely knocked over. I'm going to take that there, and we're going to have 2 resistance fighters waiting in the cafe around here. And these fellas are just in here. Put those there, and we will mark these ones as complete. Yeah, it did. I've added it onto my list on what do you call it? Netflix. That's the one. So hopefully soon. Gonna give that a bash and actually watch it properly because we watched I watched the trailer that you sent me, and then when we were having my tea downstairs before, I put it up on the big screen so we could all see it. It kind of made me, when I was watching the trailer downstairs, it made me think of, it had some Buffy vibes in that, because it was sort of it had the feeling I was almost expecting them to say, to every generation the Slayer is born. When I say that my win with me in the shed doing nothing. Actually, right. We need a Chrissy. What have I got? What have I got handy? I'm thinking about doing a double tabletop stream next week, and I want to do this one on stream.
Yeah, baby.
Naomi agrees. Shall we get a little meeple out of here to represent Chrissy? Do you want a big meeple, Chrissy, or do you want a zomble? Got a little green zomble. Or we can put one of these with some guns on. Must they been getting into trouble at work? You couldn't possibly get into trouble, royalty. Chrissy wants a zomble. Okay, I'm going to take out one of their workers and replace it so we know which character's Chrissy. Anytime we need to send anyone to the shed, we're going to send Chrissy. I'm just going to put that worker at the top there so I don't lose it. But next week I would like to do this one on stream, possibly on Wednesday. We could do a good few rounds of this one because it's another one that I enjoy. We have like a big board and we put it on the bed. But I've only got a few days left to learn how to play this, and it's not looking good. I don't think I'm going to be able to master all the rules in time for next Friday, which was my original goal. So it's possible if I don't master this by Sunday, and get through the novel that is the destruction manual, then it'll be Tiny Epic Zombies. I've also got this one, which is still in the wrap. Shall we unbox this at the end of the stream today? And have a little look inside of it. This is the one that I got gifted for free from that bloody games company. I can't remember which one of the streams did we do. And they contacted us with a list of games. And I was like, oh, there's a Buffy one. I'll have that, thank you. But most importantly, you don't need to say anything else. Okay. I really want to play another board game. Yeah, I want to do another Stardew. I enjoy my afternoon playing Stardew. Chrissy, you're going to phone in sick, so we can get you in as well. Yeah, I think we sort of like nailed it. They're doing the remote setup as well, because each of us having like the twin setup, like what we said like ages and ages ago. It's just a case of when you like pick a like an upgrade, say for example, all one of us at the other end's got to do is flick through the deck, find it, and then just reshuffle. That makes it. I think that makes it like for those nice and easy. Pull this one down as well here. But we have 2 new missions. Now this mission we've done before. This mission I have never done before. Oh, that's trippy. Glitch in the Matrix. So let's just start off with let's see, the first one there, which is the double agent. We must unearth the double agent known as the Dark Lady. Visit all locations on the west side the west side of the river except the fence and the spare room. Once complete, turn over the top patrol card and location 1 is the location where the Dark Lady is. Visit the location after. Oh, bloody hell. To complete the mission, removing 1 worker permanently from the game. So the one that goes there, they must have a tussle and like throw each other over the Eiffel Tower or something. There's a small one in Nuvion. Yeah, everyone knows that. So I'm going to do the setup for that card first, then we're going to read the next one. So as I said, I like to place, rather than placing markers after, I like to place them in advance so that I can take them off as we go. So it's everywhere. We have to use a turn basically to visit everywhere, with the exception of the fence and the spare room. So all these 6 other locations have to. Hang on, did they say not the bridges? Hang on, let's read that closely. Visit all locations on the west side of the river, except for the fence and the spare room, which is this little thing that's spot on. And then we use the location card, right? No bother. So we have to visit all those ones, but we're going to need them for bits and bobs anyway as we go. So what's the next? The next one here: destroy the train. We received intelligence that the occupations are going to be transporting panzers along the railway near your town. Plant the bomb to destroy the train. As it passes, deliver 3 explosives to this location. This mission can only be completed on days 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right, so we're going to have to go wholesale on getting the bombs. So we need money. Because we're going to have to purchase the chemistry lab. So we need this. We need this token here. Now what does he exchange? Oh, he needs medicine. Okay, we're going to have to make a lot of trips for the day. It's probably going to be the day 9. If we're going to do it at all. What was that? What was that there? If I had Chrissy 2, one of us could set up the camera and the other one of us on the other side to see. Yeah, because that was because you couldn't have it like turn it on and off when we were playing the other day, so that would like back and forth, so we could see each other set up. Aye, we'll get the extra tablets in, and we'll be able to be able to do it that way. We'll have to work out when's the best time that we can all have a bash at it. Ooh, I better take these and reshuffle them as well for the start of the new thing. It's really a nice thick card quality as well on these. Okay. Right, what do we need? We need 2 money to start off with. Now, if we play, I think that we should maybe play on easy mode, where we're allowed to get 2 money from an airdrop, because there's a lot to do before day 9. Right, let's send this worker up here to Radio B, and he's going to be the one that's going to radio in for 2 money. This guy, oh, that's not looking good. That's not looking good straight out the gates when he goes on the grocer, because that potentially is going to block our ways. Okay. We're going to send Chrissy to secure the Point Levesque. He's going to guard the bridge. And this guy's going to go with the fence. And, ooh. Chrissy successfully... Oh, no, right, the other fella's going to survive. Actually, what we're doing... Right, I haven't actually set the third worker out, have I? Right, I'm going to... Forget that, and I'll have to reshuffle. Because hashtag blame Chrissy. We saw that one there. I'm going to send out my 3rd worker to the poor district. Oh, evening Oz, and welcome in. Have you sent Easy out of the cab yet? Alright, got this one here. Radio 8. Well, that's convenient because that's down there. Okay, now everyone does their actions. So we're going to say we're going to play it with the easy rule, even though that we, because I'm still playing with my make it more difficult rules. So we're going to send the money to the field. Actually, that's not money. Where's the money tokens? The money tokens, the brown ones. There we go. So there's 2 money waiting for us in the field on the next day's move. These guys are visiting these 2 locations for the double agent mission. So that concludes those ones. And then everybody, Chrissy comes home, the other one comes home, and the other resistance fighter goes home. And the Milice go back to the pit of despair. Okay, next move. We don't have the money yet because it's still in the field, right? We might as well start off by sending Chrissy into the shed to get the money. So we'll send Chrissy's player up to the shed. The first one goes to Radio B, so that's that blocked off. Where shall we go next? We need medicine. So I'm going to send a worker to the doctor because actually, how much medicine are we going to need? We're going to need 3 trips to the medicine. So we're going to have to try and do the doctor every single mission, I think. Okay, the next one he's going to here, which is potentially blocking our return. I'll put his medicine on top of there. And just realised now I'm going to send him to the grocer anyway, and that's going to go to Radio B. He can't go to Radio B, but he can go to there. Okay, so Chrissy comes home and he brings the money. This fella comes home and he brings the sandwiches. I like it how the if you look on the thing, it's typical French, isn't it? He's got the bottle of wine there. I assume that's onions at the front and baguette. So we've got 2 money and some food, and our other worker, he's going to come back across the bridge down here and bring us the medical supplies because we're going to need three medical supplies. And I don't know, how does the smuggler work again? What's the cost of a smuggler? Because it's getting the food, they're getting the medicine for the bombs. Is there a detail on the smuggler? Doesn't say if it costs anything to use him. Nope, doesn't say there's any cost for it. Okay then, so if we were to get the smuggler, we could get 3 medicine in 1 move. If we fail, we will replay and we'll try that. Just means that we have to get 2 lots of money. Okay, let's reset there. Oh bugger, we didn't advance the day tracker. How many days has it been? Let's see, we did going for the radio, and then we did going to collect the money. So now we're actually on day 3. Day 3 means that we advance the morale tracker down 1. We still have lots of these other places. Alright, we visited the doctor, so I can take that yellow doodad off there. And that just leaves 3 more places that we need to visit to complete the first stage of that mission. Okay. So we have food. We need to go back to the doctors. Right, we're going to send Chrissy with the sandwiches to recruit another soldier. So what sort of trouble you been causing today then, Mr. Oz? See, this fella here is going to go to the grocers. The next worker I am going to... Oh. See, he's blocked. Or he will be. We need to set up that spare room straight away. I'm going to send him up there with the cash. We're just going to have to take the risk that he doesn't get killed. He goes to the fence, no problem. And then I'm going to send this fella up to the doctors again to get some more med kits. And... oh no. Yeah, that didn't go well. The cafe is the... yeah, right, the cafe is the bakery. yeah, Chrissy. So Chris is at the bakery. Flirting with the ladies. And Chrissy's actually the only survivor. Is it no flirting, Chrissy? Oh, this is really not good. Okay, Chris is the only one that can come home. But he brings a friend. Chrissy from the bakery brings a friend back home. Okay, so he performs that action there. The guy in the doctors can't bring us back the stuff because he's already dead. The money has been spent. And I'm going to put the chemistry lab inside of there. So that's his action complete. So he can't do anything because he's already been shot. This fella here tries to come home and is shot on the bridge as well. So he's dead. We advance the morale by 1. Get a 4th Milice officer. This guy tries to come back and he's shot by the same bloke again. We lose more morale. And that's him removed from the game. The only survivor. And he's the zombie. Okay, but you did bring another resistance fighter in. Oh, this is not good. Wait, I don't think we're gonna win. It's got that suspicious feeling. Okay, Chrissy is going to go to the chemistry lab to get a bomb. Radio A. The friend is going to try and go back to the doctors. And the first guy goes to the fence. Next guy goes to the grocers. Oh no. I think they're sufficiently randomized. Okay. And the last police goes to the oh, no, can't go to the grocers. But he goes to the poor district. Oh. I got bad news for you, Chrissy. Okay. So, you performed the action, technically, of getting the bomb. Unfortunately, Chrissy, you are gunned down as you leave the black market. Oh, there's some dying light on the screen there. Yeah, Chrissy is gunned down as he leaves the black market. And, yeah. A Barova fella comes back to base. He's sole survivor. The only one left. With some medicine. He's like, no, Chrissy got killed. Such a shame, rest in peace. Hey. Some sort of trouble you've been causing as well there today, Bronte. You've been behaving yourself. Because no, Chris is always causing trouble. He's already been to the bakery today. Alright, so let's reset the Milice and advance the day track. Was it you got to work and the fire alarms went off just before you started? So that delayed you again then whilst you had to go and wait outside for everybody? Who burnt the sausages? Alright, we're kind of knackered, so I'm going to send our guy up to the grocers, and as long as he doesn't get arrested, as long as he doesn't get arrested, he should be okay. So let's get these Milice out quickly. Fence. Radio B. The fence. Oh, I had that. This was the fence. Point thingamajig. Point in the back. Okay. He survives and he comes home. We advance the day track by 1. I can only tell you now that we've already lost. There's no recovery for this catastrophe. And then later there was a thief in the alley we're working in, resulting in security having bottles of booze thrown at him. I was like, yay, another fun night. 4 and 6 royalty. Come home now. If the manager wants to come complain about it, tell them to ring me. It's too much hassle for one night. Chrissy, go and pick her up. Yeah, I will. Okay, let's try and get a bomb. The likelihood of us getting a bomb by day 9, this would be a miracle. Okay, we're gonna send the worker to the bakery with the food to recruit the last resistance fighter. There is no point in doing the Milice cards because we're at the cafe. There's no way that they could affect us in any way because we only have the one worker. So I'm just going to reshuffle the patrol cards and then put them down there. I'll advance the day track by 1 again. Because of where we landed, I'm going to advance the morale down by 1. Our workers come home, so now we have 2 workers, and he's used the food to get the second one there. Yeah. We still haven't even got the double agent mission anywhere near complete. Because there's still another 4 moves that need to be done to do the double agent mission. And we also need 3 explosives. Okay, let's just go for it. Go for it. Right, we're going to send him up to the chemistry lab with that. He goes on the fence. The second worker we're going to send out to the doctors because we need medical supplies. He's going to go to the grocer. Radio A. Radio A is occupied. But point of Eck is... No, that's it. We be dead. Yeah, so our fella here cannot get back because he's gone down outside the grocers. And our chap here is gone down trying to get across the bridge. Oh, it's really good. I needed a nap afterwards, Royalty. Especially after having that extra portion, because nobody came to claim it. So what was that to do, Royalty? Right, let's reset. 3 of those up there. I tell you what, we're going to do the exact same missions again. So I'm going to just redeploy the dots onto there. We will put the medical supplies back up there. I'll put the chemistry lab. We're going to actually go for the smuggler first. We're going to take the smuggler on there. I'm going to put Chrissy's meeple back into play. And down we go. Numb Halfling, welcome in there, mate. This is... I'll reach over. This is Maquis, the 2nd edition of it. Oops. Just a moment. I'll be going through it again. CGD, thank you so much for the raid there. Have you changed your name again? Bugger. I'll have to update it with Ada. I just noticed that there. But thank you so much for thank you so much again there for the raid there, CGD. And welcome in everybody. Hope you've all been behaving yourself. How did you get on with New Worlds there tonight? Have you conquered the whole map yet? You must be max level by now. But welcome in everybody. Tonight we are doing. We haven't done a board game stream for a while. We didn't do any during summer because it was just too hot to be sitting under these studio lights there. But we have the 2 cameras. We have this camera here, and if I don't strangle myself with my headphones, which apparently I love doing it. We also have our green screen camera as well, so that I can show you the card detail up close. Actually, it looks a little bit out of focus today. It's all right. But yeah. Let's pop that there. So this game is called Maquis. this is the second edition version. It was a Kickstarter one last year. I got it round about Christmas time, and we did stream it in mid-January. And if you guys want like a detailed tutorial on how to play, and also where I go through every single component and we read through everything and we look at every single detail of the game, go check it out over on the YouTubes and in the playlist. Oh, I'm burping away here again. But we are just we just lost the current game there, so we're just resetting now to do it again. So not quite finished the map yet, but still having loads of fun whilst trying a bloody brilliant game. I was enjoying watching it the other day. But was it Sunday night when you were on? Was it Sunday or was it Monday? The other day when I was in watching your stream, because I was that enjoying watching it that I didn't even see the time for myself, like to go like that, like for the 9:30, and I was like looking at the time, like, oh bugger, and I like had a mad panic to like turn the game on and to turn OBS on, and because I was too busy watching it. But once again, there, though, CGD, thank you so much for the raid there. An absolute madman. I can't think what I was going to say there, but you're just in time because we're about to redo this map because we just lost spectacularly. We couldn't have lost any faster. So these are our two missions. So we have to destroy the train, which means we need 3 explosives, and we can only destroy the train on these particular days on the day track. Oh, actually, I better reset the day track. So one thing I keep forgetting to advance the day track. And we also have the double agent mission, which is we're probably going to do the double agent mission. Like we'll work on it as we're playing, but we'll probably do that one last, just because we have to really hammer. We really need to hammer the explosives. So I'm thinking that she says, well, this meeple here is Chrissy. We borrowed a meeple from Tiny Epic Zombies, which I'm thinking about streaming on Wednesday. Either Wednesday or Friday we're going to do this game for part of the Halloween week, because I've got this funny feeling that I'm not going to be able to sort out. Ideally next Friday this is what we're doing. But I still, it's been sat on my desk for ages. The instruction manual is like a novel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn the rules in time. I have queued up on my watch later thing on YouTube playlist with a tutorial for the setup and everything, so I can try and learn it a bit quickly whilst I'm reading the instructions. But I'm really looking forward to giving this one a bash. Can I get the lid off that? Oh, it's like a vacuum. Yeah, so if we're lucky, we'll be playing. Oh, that didn't land where I wanted to. This is the good thing about having the 2 cameras, so that we can see. There's anything on the back. More destructions about Roland Banks, who we'll be playing hopefully next. But we'll be like do using his character next week, because that's supposed to be the introductory character for learning. How heavy is the Stardew Valley the board game box? Get my words up. Yeah, Megatron, welcome in there, mate, and no problem there at all. Oh, 2 seconds. I thought I was going to sneeze there. I keep forgetting to take my stuff. But no problem there, mate. So you get to see all the chaos and fun caused over on CGD's channel. And oh, what was that there I missed there just above? I recommend anyone who loves adventure RPGs. Yeah, that's kind of like the reason why I got kind of like distracted watching it. But yeah, it is on my wish list. I definitely will pick it up in the January sales, I'm hoping. But yeah, because I'd love to go bash that one. It does look really good. And was it my friend got that game, the Stardew Valley? Yeah, Roti and I finally were able to like play it together. Rolty taught me how to play last Thursday, I want to say. It's heavy because it's full of wholesome goodness. Indeed, Rolty. Just going to tidy up this board as well a little bit. Actually, we're resetting the game. I'm going to reset it. We're going to reshuffle these cards again, the patrol cards. I kind of like knocked everything. It looks like an absolute mess because I've knocked over all the little coins. But it's fine. It's fine. Put those there. Right, we better change the Milice. Right, one thing, right, in the manual, right, it has all the wrong colours, right, for the trackers. So I've put them in a much more logical way. So the one that controls the blue characters is the blue tracker. The one that controls the red characters is the red tracker, and then you just use the white one for the day. I don't know why they had it. It's like, I can't remember what it was in the manual, but it's not that way. Was that board games? What game are you talking about? Oh, hang on, was it the Stardew one we were talking about? Oh, heavy. I love playing this though. That was a really good one. So we're gonna have to bring this onto the thing soon. We'll sort something out because this is really good, really heavy as well. On a side note, at the end of today's stream, we're going to unbox this because I've had this since March as well. I got it free from a games company after doing one of the board game streams. They give me a selection of like games. As which one would you like? And when I saw this, I had this one. And this was like, oh, I've got to have the Buffy one. So we're actually going to unbox this if we can at the end of the stream and have a little look. I don't even know what it's about. I know it's a card-based one. It's not because there's also a worker placement one. But we'll take a little spy and see what. I'll leave the manual out anyway. I'm going to learn it. And I'm just strangling myself with the headphone cable again. Hashtag blame Trissy. A colleague of mine was telling me that he and his RPG buddies are actually have been commissioned to create a horror board game. So you can just send me a link when it's on Kickstarter. Oh yeah, chuck us a link. I'll happily stream it. And now that we're getting into the colder months, there's going to be a lot more board game streams. We also have a jigsaw puzzle that we're halfway through as well. That I want to get that done because I want to do the Paris one, but I want to get the Wolf one done first. But now that's the cooler months, I can sit under these big lights for a lot longer. It's better than the old lights. The old lights were absolute hell. And plus they were massive. They were like they're about the size of the three big ones that I use when I do my like photography work, and they're like CRT monitors with these brilliant LED panels there that I've got there. It just makes it so much easier when having to like do any sort of shoots or anything like that because they're more or less spring loaded. You just undo the bolts, they just go poing into place. And they're remote controlled. So I got this little thing that's almost ran out of battery. So that's handy. Okay, right, before I strangle myself again, let's get cracking with this one here. So I hope all you guys have been causing plenty of trouble. As well there with CGD. Oh, did we shuffle these? Let's go and do these ones here. And once again there, CGD, thank you so much again there for bringing in all the nutters across with the raid. I never know quite how to thank or repay all of you guys. You're all absolutely awesome. If one of you could pop in the, cause I'll have to update Ada, but if one of you could pop in the exclamation mark CGD command for me, and we'll get all the extra links to the madman himself. Oh, what's that then? No halfling. All I need for the Arkham Horror series is Mansion of Madness. They have. Have you played the Arkham Horror one? Because when we do, well, technically, if I can do it for next Friday, that'll be my first time playing. Because I picked up the game because it looks really good, and I watched like a few videos, and I was like, yeah, that looks really good. And I've been itching to play it for ages, but it's obviously with working and what have you, I never had time to sit down. I'm gonna have to. So if I can't do it by Sunday, it will be Tiny Epic Zombies, probably only next week. What's it there? He said he's got it all arranged, but just needs to play test and get some artwork sorted for it. Oh, 100%. You have to throw us the link. Stick it on the tabletop section on Discord when they go live, and I'll jump over and have a spy. So I've never played any of them. So which sort of war games do all of you guys like to play? So I have the first print of Arkham Horror. So don't have the one player instructions. Well, the destruction manuals, you can just download them from either from Fantasy Flight or something. Is that the name of the thing? I'm trying to see if I put the box too far out of range because I had to get the Stargy box. I think it's Fantasy something or other, but I downloaded them onto my tablet, and I read them when I'm sitting in the shed with the girls. If the weather is nice tomorrow, stay tuned for the 85% probability of a chicken stream in the middle of the day. That's the goal. Okay, let's try and do this mission. So we need 3 explosives, and we failed last time trying to do the doctors one at a time. So we're going to put some money into buying the smuggler. The smuggler can give us 3 med kits, free of those supplies, so that we can then take those one at a time to the chemist to make a bomb. Oh, bugger. Dropped it. Does that need more friends for them? We can do them remotely. I mean, obviously, Roti and I did the what do we call it one? The Stardew Valley. I couldn't think of the name there for a second. It just went completely out of my head. Did the Stardew Valley one remotely. And if you go onto our YouTubes, we have a whole series of Deckscape, the Deckscape ones, that we did all remotely as well. Watch our frustration as we do a game that's supposed to take an hour, and we take 3 to 4 hours because we overthink every single decision that we made. I've still got 2 of those in the wrapper as well, you know. There's still a Detective, and there's definitely one Deckscape. I forget which one it is. Did we do the Sphinx one? It's probably the Sphinx one if we didn't do that one. It's just still in the wrappers. But yeah, it's all doable by even. I mean, if this was like the multiplayer one, I don't know what the score is with some of the others that I've got here. I mean, to be honest, Tiny Epic Zombies, we can do that remotely, no problem at all. All I've got to do from my side is read out the card descriptions for you. Even better, if you have a copy of like the games on the other end. So the likes of myself and Royalty played Stardew, we basically mirrored the sets. So I could see Royalty's player like upgrades on a ticket, and like next to mine as well, and vice versa. So we all knew what each other had. So it's all doable, mate. You know. Maybe when if we do another Deckscape one, we'll maybe just have to open it up and maybe just get like a larger hive mind. What's it there? We always get the worst. We always got the worst spec, because I mean, just on the time alone that it took us to complete it, we got maximum failure. Oh, they were. See, if you read the instructions properly, what's supposed to happen is, you know, when we would separate the decks into 3 different like coloured groups. For what you're supposed to do is one person goes with the green deck, one person goes with the blue deck, or like one group of people perhaps go with that, and you're all sitting around, and then you try in your own little team for each stack. You then start to try and execute the tasks, and then what you'll say is, oh well, I need a key to open this door. You'll then turn to the floor and say, have any of you guys found a key to put in our inventory yet? Then one of them will go, yes, I've got it, or I need that over here. So that's why it's supposed to be done in 60 minutes, whereas we were executing every single card individually and massively thinking about it. My friend that's just been stationed in Japan, him and I used to. Of course, got the tabletop simulator as well for lots of the games. I've never actually used it, but I've watched like streams of people using it, because there is a version it's coming soon. It's coming soon, everybody. The Skyrim board game that they announced end of last year, and I went all in with that because I love Skyrim, and I got everything, including all the miniatures, every single expansion add-on. The whole lot is coming, and it looks like it's gonna be like almost a palette of things that's like miniatures and miniatures for the it's like dragons and all the things. So we will be streaming that. Yeah, Roti, there's a couple of tabletop simulators. They're available. A few different variations. I have to jump over to Steam and check it out. 2 seconds, I need a drink. Oh, I keep burping. If people say, if I actually drank alcohol, I would be a hell of a drinker. That was a full bottle in one. Right, should we try? Should we try and do our missions? Okay. Where should we start? We need money. So I'm going to send this worker up here to radio for some money. And we're playing with the rules. Well, for those joining us after the beginning, we are playing it with my rules, which make it more difficult. I completely knacker myself because the way it sort of works is if you say you went to the grocers and you got the food, that food is then available on that turn. I don't believe that it should be available on that turn. I think you should bring it back to base at the end of the day so that it's in your inventory to use on the next turn, which makes it more difficult. But I'm also going to, because we're in a bit of difficulty with this mission, I'm going to allow the easy mode rule of we can get 2 money or 3 food from the airdrops. But if we lose one of our resistance fighters, we will also make it more difficult by advancing the morale track down one. So every time we lose somebody, we are closer to losing the game. So I've not helped myself here. Okay. Let us have a little look here. So, right, we'll put him up there. Right, let's get the first Milice, the filthy collaborators. He's going to go to the grocer. So since, well, all the workers have to be able to navigate one of these paths to get back to base. So he goes up there. Right, he's going to get the money for that. Oh, should we go all in for the money? Alright, I'm going to send a worker to Radio A. This may be a really bad idea. Okay, so the grocer, the first police officer can't go to the grocer, but he can go to point to Nord. Okay, Chrissy, where shall we send Chrissy's meeple? Just thinking about other board games that we've done before. I would love to do the Judge Dredd board game again because I really enjoyed playing that one. Sunset Over Water as well. That was another really nice one. You can't see them all on the YouTubes anyway, though. All of those ones as well have like full tutorials in them as well, and I go through all the components and everything. Whereas tonight we're not really doing tutorials because we've already done a tutorial for this one. Okay, I'm going to send Chrissy just across the bridge here in the hopes that he can secure the exit for at least one member of the resistance. Okay. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, the first people's going to get killed. So Radio B, he can't go on there. The grocer, he can't go on there because it's occupied. Black market, he can't go on. So, we want money. I should have made these more spaced out. So we're going to get 2 money. We're going to send 2 money to that field and 2 money to that field. Chrissy and this guy can advance the double agent mission by those 2 markers because they visited those squares in the hopes of tracking down the double agent. This guy can't get back, so he's executed. Chrissy survives, and his little friend survives. So we'll pop him back there. We'll advance the day track by 1. And we'll put the workers up there. Okay, now the next mission, the next move is going to be a pretty quick one because there's no point in even looking at the Milice because I'm just going to send Chrissy to the shed and this guy to the field to retrieve the money. There's no point in rolling any or distributing any of the Milice cards because there's nothing that they can do because they can't interact with these squares down here. There's no card for it, so I'm just going to reshuffle the patrol cards and save ourselves a couple of minutes. Oh, hang on, we lost a fella, so that advances the Milice line anyway. So we'll advance to the next day. Chrissy and his friend comes back, and they have lots of money. And I think we... right, how's this going to work then? Right, we need to put the chemistry lab down, and we also need the smuggler. But I don't think we should do them both on the same move. Right, now that we've got the money, we're going to send Chrissy up to the grocer's to steal some food. Because we're going to have to recruit another worker because we're going to need another worker down the line anyway. Okay, so first, Milice officer goes to Radio A. Pop him there. Next up, I am going to send our last surviving worker to... I'm going to risk it. Actually, sure, no, that actually will work out nicely if we do that. Right, he's going to go there because he's going to do the smuggling. Okay, so Milice officer can't go on the grocers, but he can go to the poor district. And because we only have 2 workers, he goes to Radio B straight away. Okay, I'm going to take 2 of our money, and we are going to turn this one into a smuggler's. And Chrissy is going to get some sandwiches. We have to have a Chrissy meeple in every game now, don't we? Okay. Everyone can get home that we have survived. So he brings that back and he brings the food. He comes that back. And then we do that. Then we have to advance the day track by 1. But that also means, because we landed in the orange square, we have to use the... we have to advance the morale by that, and that also means now that puts it into the 4. The red 4, so now that means that we have 4 Milice officers to shaft us. So we might have to actually spend some money this turn to reduce the morale. Just to try and... Instead of trying to like brute force it, I think we're going to have to try and take it a bit slower. Yeah, we'll have to do that way. Means that we're going to have to use the next move to get more money. Because we need 2 more money to put another spare room down. Do we gamble? See, gambling didn't work out last time. Was that, yep, them the rules. It has to be a zombie Chrissy people in every stream. Let's have a little think. Right, well, Chrissy's going to go to the bakery anyway. Because we need to recruit another member. So he's taking the sandwiches with him for that. Oh, no, we can't do... Well, no, he can do that, but I can't reduce the morale track this time. Ooh, what's this one here? It's not loaded. Oh, yeah, I remember this in The Walking Dead. This was episode 1, wasn't it, of that last season of The Walking Dead? Where we were testing him to see whether or not his gun was actually loaded. And it was. We called his bluff. So Chrissy loves the bakery ladies. Anything for anything for a fresh pastille sausage roll, eh? Food is involved. Count me in. Oh, if you like the food, you should check out the food zone on our Discord, where I regularly like to tease Chrissy and Royalty with pictures of Yorkshire puddings and nice thick gravy. Okay, let's see. So Chrissy's gone there to get the food. Let's draw the first Milice officer is going to Point Levesque. Should we just go on? I don't want to risk because that's going to really shaft us if we get knackered. I'm gonna just use this turn to bollocks to it. I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna try and get the smuggler as long as the grocer doesn't get blocked. If it does, then we are really screwed. Point Levesque, Black Market. It's just Radio A. Fence. Oh, we survived. Okay, Chrissy comes back with his friend from the bakery. And we also then get to return with the 3 medkits, which means we have all the materials to make the 3 moves for the 3 explosives. And alright, he comes back from there. So Chrissy with a new friend is in there. Oh yeah. We advance the day track and we will put these fellas up the top. So that's them waiting for the next one there. I put them up there as well. It's just, you're supposed to put them off the board, but it's just more convenient for me to slide them across when I put them in the top corner there. We still also have to think about the double agent mission, because we are just pretty much concentrating on getting the explosives, because it's going to be a bit of a mission. Okay, so next move, I think we should build a chain to protect the building of the next spare room. And I'm also going to use that as well to lower our morale. Yes, we'll lose a medkit, but we can get another one from the doctors. Or from the smuggler, in all fairness. Yeah, we're gonna do that to try and. So I'm gonna send Chrissy to the grocers, because he's gonna get another food. And this first one goes to the fence. I'm going to send the next fella up to the black market. Right, this guy can't go to the grocers, but he can block there. Okay, now I'm going to send our last guy up to the spare room. And this Milice officer goes Radio B, grocer, black market. Oh dear. Oh no, sorry, Radio B is empty. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's fine. Right, we still have one more Milice officer to place. So let's shuffle. And he's going to Radio A. Okay, so that's everyone deployed. Right. Christy gets the food. This guy's going to use a med kit, and we want the chemistry lab. Yeah, we want the chemistry lab to go into this slot, and we're going to use the 2 money to rent the room to make that chemistry lab. Okay, so Chrissy goes home with the sandwiches again. He uses that, which also moves our morale down 1, which means now we only have 3 Milice officers to deal with to make it a smidgen easier. These fellas can both come home, and that only leaves us as well with 2 medkits. So in the course of the next moves, well, actually we can get into a medkit by going to the doctors, because we need to go to the doctors to get to remove this yellow dot. And I'm off there, but have a good night there, Mr. Rosen. Thank you for coming in there. Ooh, I'm burping away here. You behave yourself, and we'll catch you later on there, mate. Oh, I'm burping away again here. Hashtag blame Chrissy. But thank you for coming in there, mate. We'll see us later on. Shall we risk Chrissy's life and send him to the doctors? Because the amount of our players that didn't make it back from the doctors. Let's see. Right, the first fella. I'm gonna send the first fella out to the chemistry lab to get us a bomb, and he's probably not going to make it back. In all fairness. Okay, let's try and build a bridge. I'm going to put Chrissy on there, and the next Milice officer goes to Radio B. And then I'm going to take our next fella and put him in the poor district. No, I'm not. I'm going to put him in the black market, rather. And then deploy the last one. He's at the fence. Okay. So that just creates a little blockage. Yes, we could have got the poor district thing undone, but I'd rather prolong it a little bit if we can. Okay, so he's going to spend a medkit to get a bomb. The black market, he's going to do nothing. Chrissy doesn't do anything at the bridge other than hold it for us. So everyone then comes home. So we have now one bomb. And we'll send the Milice back to the pit from whence they came, the filthy collaborators. And we'll advance the day track by 1. Okay, so we need one more medkit. We need to hold the line to get back through. Chrissy, go to the doctors. First Milice officer goes to the fence. You go to the poor district. Second Milice officer goes to Radio B. You go to the chemistry lab. Point Levac. I just move. I did, didn't I? I moved the wrong fence. The fellow in the fence was supposed to be there. He goes to Point Levac. Oh no. Got bad news, Chrissy. In a terrible accident, the doctor gave the wrong medication, and Chrissy lost his mind, unfortunately, and had to be sent to the mental institute because unfortunately Chrissy can't make it back. The way is blocked. The way is shut. Let's see. Not again. Was like you never get Chrissy to the doctors. Right, he's going to spend one medkit and get another bomb. He can come back with that. He's clear to return. And this fella here can remove that yellow dot and can also return. So that gives us 2 bombs and 1 food in our inventory. Okay, let's have a little think. Oh yeah, let's just reset these fellas here. We also advanced the day track by 1, which also puts us back onto the 4 Milice officers. I don't think we're going to do this time, you know. I don't think we're going to make it. Back with a cup of tea waiting for me tonight. When I hope. Yeah, and don't forget the tray, a full tray full of Yorkshire puddings, dripping in gravy as well there, Chrissy. 1 hour to go there, Royalty, and you can head on back to head on back to Junior and the kittens. Okay, this next move. If we get stuck on the grocers, this next move we'll lose the game, because I'm going to risk going to the smugglers and not replenishing our workers. Well, hang on a second, we lost a worker as well, so we also have to advance our morale down by 1 again, closer to impending doom. Okay, so we're going to go from the safe house. I'm going to send him up to the grocers first, because I want to try and create a little chain. first Milice goes to Radio A. Then I'm going to send our second worker to the smugglers. Now the first one goes to the grocers, and then Nord. Next one goes to Levesque. Then we'll just rejiggle these. I can't shuffle cards. This is as best you're going to get. Like, I can't do that thing where people do like this, and I won't bend the cards like all those weird people that do that. They're sufficiently randomized for me. Okay, the next Milice officer can't go to Levesque, can't go to Nord, but he can go to the doctors. Well, hang on a second. We said Chrissy got killed at the doctor's office, didn't he? So that means he actually at least he checked the place for the double agent. Even if he didn't make it out. Well, in a straitjacket he did make it out, I suppose. You know. So the next one goes to Radio A, though. Okay, he gets 3 more medical supplies. Yeah, 3 more medical supplies, and he can make it home. So 3 more medical supplies, and the other fella brought back some more sandwiches. So we have 2 lots of sandwiches, 2 lots of bombs, and 3 medical supply. And should we? Shouldn't we? Right, let's just reset these for a minute. Advance the day track by 1. So we still need to visit these 2 places. We have to go to the chemistry lab once more and survive. We also have to go up here on the 8th or 9th, which is tomorrow. So it means we have to survive this turn. Or rather, whoever goes to the chemistry lab has to survive this turn. So we're going to have to, because otherwise we'll never make it. Really, we need to recruit another resistance fighter. Check a gamble, but all it would take is this card here to display the black market. And no, I need to secure the black market. So we're going to secure the black market with him. And Radio A. And right, he's going to go to the chemistry lab. He's going to go to the fence. He can't go to the fence, but he can go to Pont de Nord. And he can go to the grocers. So we've had success. 1 medicine for 1 bomb. These guys can scurry back this way. And these chaps can go up here. Advance the day track. Right, so how much bad luck do we think we will have? So I have a battery-powered card shuffler. I'm also shit shuffling. Yep. I've seen those on the thing. All the different games that we've got, they all have different size cards, and I don't know whether or not the smaller cards or what have you could go through one of those, because I've seen those on the on Amazon, because I was tempted to get one. Probably be too noisy though for using that in the middle of the night. Yeah, probably wake up the house for when we're doing the streams. Okay, we have either today or tomorrow to do the exploding, because it has to be done by the 9th day. I think that we don't risk it today, and we use our first move to go to the cafe to recruit 1 more recruit, because we're going to need those small cars or paint. Yeah, I mean, in this, you got like these ones here, right? These are like, your regular sort of cards. The ones in Stardew, well, some of the cards anyway, are like half that again. There's like the little tiny ones. There's so many different decks of cards in that. In the jam jar blocks as well. I don't know why they couldn't just be regular, those like little card size. Why did they have to be those massive squares? I think the board really needed to be a little bit bigger, and it could have had like a more designated slots for all of them, or have a playmat like what we've kind of got on here. Okay, though. Right, let's... Point Levesque. Right, he's blocking that, which is a bit of an embuggerment. Right, he's gone there to recruit another worker. I think I am going to risk... Oh, I don't know what it would take us, the grocers or the black market. Do we risk it? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk his life. Radio B. The grocers. Yeah, he's dead. Radio B. And up here. Okay, that did not go well. Let's see now. So, our fella down here can use his move to spend a food to bring back another resistance worker. This resistance worker is still able to investigate that. Yeah, exactly. Lose one, gain one. But we did manage to move the track along for the double agent mission. So now we only have to visit here, then draw a card to do that quest. And we have no choice. We have to, today, let's just kill him, and advance the morale track up down by 1. Now we're going to move the day track down by 1 as well, which also means it's on an orange day, so we have to move that down as well. So if we lose anyone now, that's it. It's mission failed, unless we spend some medicine. And in fact, that's what we'll do this turn. We will spend medicine to reduce the morale track by 1. But in the meantime, first things first. Actually, I'm gonna secure the black market first. I was gonna blow up the thing first, but I'm gonna secure the black market first. Cards. I kind of wish there was 20 of these and not 10. Because you're back and forth with that shuffle. Grocer. Not looking good for his survival. He's going to go up there and he's going to take the bombs. And that concludes that mission, at least in a minute anyway. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Radio A. Point in the back. Yeah, he's dead. It's game over. Radio B. Right. We have blown up the train. We can spend the food to reduce the morale track by 1. However, our last fighter, Fearless Rene of the Resistance, cannot get home and is shot trying to race over Point Levesque. Dead. Lose morale. So yeah, we've had no success on this quest. We tried. We still blew up the munitions train. Those panzers will never reach the front line now. But the double agent got away, betrayed us, and told the Gestapo that we were planning to blow up the train line. So we blew up the train tracks, and there was no train on it because it got deferred. But there we go. Yeah, I thought we would have success and we would do, because I hadn't ever set a missions planned. Had these two ones here that I thought we would try and do. These ones are quite complicated, I would say, because we've got to get 6 pieces of intelligence, which means we need to go to the radio station 6 times to get my intel, and then we also need to get explosives for this one here. Because there is actually, I don't know. I'm not showing you them on that camera. I can show you them on this camera. It's got that weird thing where it's gone dark again. But you can still read the text. You can still read the text on there. So this is it is a good game. I definitely recommend it. It was probably the cheapest Kickstarter I've ever backed. I think it was only like 11 quid. But there is a stack of missions. There was also the Kickstarter exclusive missions. If I get hold of the bloody things. I don't know whether or not these are available, but in all honesty, pause the video. If anyone picks up this game, just pause the video, screen cap it if you want to do these missions. Well, that's going to go a bit trippy. But we went into all the artwork for in the other video. We examined every card, we read every mission. But right, technically, right, that is where we're going to leave this game for this evening. But it's not over yet. What's that? Put it in my games list on Amazon. Yep. But we're not over yet. We're going to do an unboxing for that other game to see what that's about. So I'm just going to very, very quickly, we're going to pack this away because we need the desk. Pop that. Those are a really nice, solid little box as well. Let's gather up all the cards. Or I better put Chris's meeple to one side. How does that go on the green screen? You can just see him. Right, let's gather up all the cards. It is a really nice quality as well. I mean, I just jiggle that out there, and this is like the double-sided ones as well, so they sit inside of there really nicely. Let's pop those there. The same as the board as well. The board is we almost lost the token. The board has got the slots in it. It's got this really lovely art on the back of it as well there. For the little town, so it's the shape of the artistic impression of this one here. Reaching over there, get that one there. Are you off to bed now there, Chrissy? Anything to get out of not picking up royalty? I don't know. What we're going to do with that lad? We're probably not going to. We're not going to be open too long anyway. We're going to open up this other game that I've had since my birthday in March. Because I got it as a free gift from one of the games companies for one of the streams that we did. I cannot remember which one of the board games it was. But thank you again there, Chrissy, for coming in and joining in the madness this evening. I'm just going to pop all of the meeples in here. Put all the little tokens. Get them in there. And then we're going to have a look and see what this Buffy the Vampire game's about. Then there. These in here. I should have just chucked these on the bed temporarily, shouldn't I? But almost lost one. And there. Oh, this fellow was left out. So there's see you directly. Yeah, not long now, Roti, and you can escape. Actually, was that there? Maybe it's in there. That was probably in there. Okay, now we get all the fiddly ones. Get those in. Get those in there quite easily. Yeah, that didn't go according to plan, did it? Hashtag blame Chrissy. Oh, it's still there. The Forger is still there. We will return to this one in the future again because one, I want to try and see if we can complete this mission. And there's still stacks of other cards there, as you saw, that we can do. Put them in there. Any of my pieces that I can't see because they're falling down the side of the box. Pop that there, pop that there. Actually, pop them across there, then pop them on top. That might sit better in there. Put that across there. And all nice and neatly into the wee box. Oh, I didn't put the manual back in, I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to have a quick look and see what's in here. I was looking for Stardew board game organisers to help with the saxophone. Yeah, there is a I'm sure I saw a playmat that you can get as well. I have some playmats for a couple of the other games. I've got the playmat for Tiny Epic Pirates, which unfortunately the rules are screwed up on. I have the playmat for Study and Sorcery. Tiny Epic Dungeon? I can't see the title of the box from here, it's just out of my range. Oh, and I've got the mats for Terraforming Mars. The Ares Expedition. Hang on, where's my snippy thing? So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's the back of the box. Oh, I just lost the case for my snippy things. Chuck that there. Nail the wrapper. Limited edition promo card inside. I've never even seen that. I think this one has an actual playmat with it, like what we, like the spacey one that I have on the table here. Which as well, this is the table is a exam room table that was borrowed from my dad's school. Maybe it's on permanent loan. Okay, what have we got in here then? So we have the destruction book. Ooh, there's a lengthy book. There's lots of things to do a look at in this, isn't there? Oh, this will take a little while to learn. Should I raise the camera a bit? Yeah, that'll do. So we have a large amount of stuff. So we've got the Slayer book, if you remember from the very first episode of Buffy. We have some stake-like cross pieces. And a lot of empty void, right? That's empty. There's all sorts of different decks. I assume that we use this space to organize them. But yeah, there is one of these neoprene mats inside. Down. Yeah, so we do get a rolly-up playmat, which I assume once I read the instructions will make sense. Yeah, I do remember something about reading or watching a video about the light and dark side sort of thing. Different libraries, different spots for different types of cards. But there is a lot of different decks here. So the first Slayer. It's probably out of focus. Draw a card, gain a courage token. Okay, that's we'll go on that one. We have some players. We've got Xander there on the top of that one there. Let's say on his advance the light, gain +1. So that must be the light thing that we saw on that other track. We have, this must be some enemy cards. So it's advance the light. Oh, I don't want to mix any of these up right though. That's mystery cards, and these are larger. And the other ones, whatever's near, we'll crack one of these open in a minute and have a spy. More players there, so we've got Angel on that one, Advance the Light. I don't know what these, there's a scratch mark with 2. And a gold thing with 2, so I'm assuming that will make sense once we read the instructions. And we have some more Buffy, looks like she's been shot. Someone tried to stake her babies. So it's a wound card. It's very weird, the line from the strap there, the way it is on there. So it's, if you don't recruit any heroes or defeat any villains on your turn, you may KO all the wounds from your hand. Okay, I just assume that'll make sense down the line. Now, is all this definitely all empty? Yeah, this is just filler. So a lot of wasted space in this box, I have to say. Yeah, it's just padding. suppose if there's all these different decks, maybe this will be handy to separate them, but this could be a lot smaller. Yeah, I know you've got the mat which rolls up in the middle, but it could have been thin like that, and you could have had like the stake symbol on the top of it, you know? Right, let's just open up we'll open up this deck here, and we'll have a little skim through. We'll try. Try and have a skim through. Right down there. So there's lots of angel cards. More angel cards. Is this just the angel deck? Oh, did the camera just break there for a second? Probably didn't like being... So Anya in the bunny costume hanging. I'm going to put this under the zoomy in. That was from the Halloween episode as well, wasn't it? Because apparently Bunny scared her. So yeah, you may discard a card if you do, gain a courage token. What else have we got in here? So there's more Anya cards coming up here. I'll just put that to the side, on the side of the clip there. More Anya. I'm getting into the pattern here. Here's some more Buffy cards. Oh, I'll hang fire for a second. What game is that? Oh, Splitgate. Oh, I haven't played that for ages. There was something new in Splitgate recently. I haven't been on to go and have a spy. I enjoy playing that game though. Especially when I get the melee weapons out. There we go, there's the picture of Buffy with the crossbow. Is that from the last episode of season 1? So you might activate a dark ability on cards you play this turn. Even while it is light. Okay, I'll take that word for it. I don't know what any of that means just yet. I do want to bring this to stream. I'm also trying to get hold of. There's a worker placement game for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I thought this one was, but it's out of print. Long time out of print. But yeah, got the Jenny Calendar. That was the girlfriend, wasn't it? And more of the first Slayer. So I'll have to go through and see do these need to be separated into different decks, or is there... What was the funny shaped bigger cards? Because I think these might just be continuous sets of cards. But let's just slide those into there for a moment. I'll try and keep them separated a bit there. eBay is your friend for all games. Yeah, I had a look at the condition of a couple of them though weren't brilliant. And there were some people trying to sell it for like hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I was like, no. But I am. It is on my regular searches to try and get hold of it. It's on my Amazon thing as well. On Amazon they've got for like 300 odd quid. Like, no. Get me a copy of it, print and play. I'll print it myself. I've got a machine for cutting out things like cards and that, so I was... Wow, this is really secure. But we have, like I said, we have other games as well that we have to bring to stream at some point. Like I said, we haven't done studying sorcery on stream. I said Judge Dredd. I enjoy playing that one. I sit and play that in the garden. The same as Color Over Water. Sunset Over Water, or words to that effect. Anyway, that's a really nice, peaceful game as well. I enjoy playing that one. Yeah, this is not. There we go. Let's see what these mystery cards are. Unless these are the exclusive cards that it said there. Wow. What? Anyone want a game of Snap? I can't believe after all that faff, it's It's a stack of black cards. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Okay. They exist. I got the first print decent cheap, and it was used all the tokens were still also they're still in there they do that like this. I've got on the floor here as well, just next to the telescope, got the big stack of the mountain of them. It takes about 3 hours to undo all the ones in the Stardew Valley board game. Still didn't reduce the weight. Only took the plastic figures out, which are all there. So whoever's like bought the game originally has had a little poke around them, with maybe like taking the figures out and had a bit play with them, and then just put it on the shelf and forgotten about it. What's a stack of black cards equal Deathloop? Yes, this is the official Deathloop deck. What the hell I'm supposed to do with that? I have no idea. Oh, fucker. But yeah, I you know what? Let's just open these. We might as well, if we're unboxing it, we might as well flick through, and we can scan through on the big camera the various decks of cards, and I can open the bloody things. Just leave that there. I'll get it off the floor in a minute. So, I'll just skim through these. These are various enemies by the looks of it. Monster of the week. That's that guy he's in everything. Yeah, the ugly bloke that always plays like the big ugly bloke in every movie and TV show ever. He was the snitch type guy, wasn't he? Who was Lily again? Was that the one that had the spontaneous death disorder thing? Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Can't remember. Been a while since I've seen Buffy. Oh, the mother was always a pain in the arse, if you remember. You were like, for crying out loud. It's like when the IOA come in Stargate. She was like the IOA in that. Oh no, the sister. Oh, don't get me started. Then there's lots of these cards for the Buffy. I tend to get some foam cards and mock up my own inserts for. Oh yeah, I mean like blocks of this sort of stuff. You mean, and cut out your own. That's just a really good idea, Rorty. Because that is a game that I definitely want to play a lot of times. So getting something to hold it. Which of the organisers had you seen that was like 50 quid? You have to like chuck a picture up so we can have a spy. For the what the hell do you call it? The Arkham Horror. There's these wooden organisers that, if I can learn the game in time for Sunday, I might order 2. Well, they're coming packs of 2 anyway. What we got here? 2 favourite characters are Willow and Faith. If you like Faith, did you watch Dollhouse? I really enjoyed that show as well. Twist card? The Master. If you like Buffy as well, we recently, if you go check out my YouTube channel, there, Numb Halfling, we recently finished the 2002 Buffy the Vampire Slayer game on the original Xbox. Was it, I saw a few different ones, but one on Reddit made their own. So I might be able to do some. I mean, well, if it wasn't for the, I don't know why my 3D printer is ruining every single print at the minute. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it, but I can technically make my own out of that if I can just come up with a nice little layout. I'll try again if I can by the end of the week. I'm gonna have to strip the whole machine down, I think, and just reset everything. Which means I've got to strip the whole machine down, clean it to within an inch of its life. It's like a 2-hour job. And then get that, get that printed. get something printed for it. If we can't come up with a nice 3D printed one, you see, I can post one down to you. We'll go. There's some willow. There's some willow cards. I just pop that under there. Where else were we? Some more. Oh, the initiative. Oh, the initiative boyfriend was such a wet blanket, wasn't he? Lots of his cards. Got what the hell's his name? I can't remember his name. Like something Wyndon Price. I can't remember what his first name was now. He was right pillock when he was in Buffy. Suppose one was better when he was an angel. Lots of his cards. And then we have the dingoes, right? Defeat a villain at the bronze. Okay, I'm going to move that foam separator. Pop this little stack down here. Come on. Yeah, get out. What's that? I use fishing the boxes. That's a good idea because they have all the segmented little parts, don't they? There's a channel here in the colonies that players have the old Buffy episodes. They're on Amazon as well at the moment. I've got them all on DVD, but it's the effort of changing the discs, you see. So there's lots of the first Slayer here. More of the first Slayer. That was it. Riley Finn, the ultimate wet blanket. Almost as bad as what's his name from Mass Effect. You know, the guy that never makes it. You don't get too attached to him because no one ever picks him. Some Giles cards. He was quite a laugh meeting him. I wonder if they've got any Ethan Rain cards because he was a really nice fella. I mean, when I did one of the photo things with him, yeah, actually it was 2010. At one of the conventions. I remember sitting all night in the hotel bar with him. Both of us arguing over which one of us had the better camera. But the two of us could not keep a straight face. We're supposed to be a professional. Could not keep a straight face any time that we saw each other over the course of the event. Okay, one more deck of cards to go through. I think that was a Faith card, wasn't it? I'm sure one of these... I mean, it was the first one that I pulled that might have had a Faith in it. I'm all stuck. So we've got more Xanders. More Xanders. Seems to be a little bit more variation, I think, in like the pictures that they're choosing. Well, that was that God woman, wasn't it? And she's supposed to be a nightmare to work with or something like that. That's why she doesn't get any work anymore. Scanning through. That's the creature that the bear turns into. Might have missed it. I sure we saw one. She's got to be in there. Oh, that was a brilliant episode, wasn't it? Hush. I have little models of those somewhere in a box in the next room. What's her name? Oh, there you go. There's a Faith card. Each player without a courage token gains a wound. We've got one in there. I will have to read the instructions on this one and see what the score is. And Drusilla there. What the hell's going on with that guy? And then more of him. There you go. That's the. I can just stack those nicely. ish. Okay, you know how all of this fitted into the box before? This one, where the hell is going to fit in? I'll deal with that off stream. Let's just turn this around here. So there we go. I didn't see... No, I don't think I saw him there as well. Chrissy's Zomble. Just in the way there. That over there for now. No, I don't recall seeing that as well, but I'll have to read the instructions, which are quite a few, and we'll see we'll get that to stream as well. Is it wider than my table? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll deal with that. I've got an extension I can put on the side of it anyway. But there we go. That's the Buffy the Vampire Legendary series. What's it called? It just says Legendary Buffy the Vampire Slayer on the side of the box. So we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to read the instructions and see what. See what that one's about and how to play it. Okay, let's have a little shifty and see. Is there anyone on that we can go and harass? Anyone on here? I'll tell you what. Let's go and raid this lad here. He stayed up with us till 3 o'clock in the morning the other day. He was desperate to go to bed, but he was a bag of nerves. Okay, so tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Where's Discord? Where's Discord? Right, schedule for tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow we're going to do some Call of the Wild. Thursday we have a new game for random game night. That is The Last Campfire. Looks like a fun little puzzler. Friday we complete The Witcher. On Saturday we are going to be learning how to do nuclear power on Satisfactory. So lots of death loops for you, JD, as we get radioactive. And we're going to do Never Alone on Sunday. We did like half of the game a few months back, so we're going to see if we can finish it on Sunday. But thank you so much everybody for coming in tonight, and CGD, thank you so much as well for bringing all the mad people over with the raid. Hope you've all enjoyed that one there. We will return with Maquis probably another 6 months time and do some more mission cards, or just try and get through the mission that I'll probably, like, at some point between now and then I'll play it myself and try and get figure out a strategy myself on how to do that, and then we'll maybe bring that in the stream. Or what'll probably more likely happen is we'll just do it next time on stream and get caught in the death loop. So if let's press some buttons here. Because I hope you guys have enjoyed that one there. We will be returning to more and more board games now that the colder months are coming in, because I can tolerate sitting under the lights for long periods of time. Plus as well, this new chair means I am not quite in anywhere near as much agony as what I was last time as well. Because last time we were doing a jigsaw puzzle, and after 4 hours, take me out and shoot me. I was that much pain. But okay, thank you everybody again so much for joining in this evening, and thank you again there, CGD, for bringing the nutters over with the raid. So if you can all stick around for just 2 minutes, we'll go and say hello to this nutter. So thank you for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day.